Welcome to Math with RHB, that's me, and we're going to be going through grade 6, 7, 8 math, right, starting at the very beginning, going through the whole thing, and we will be doing heavily problem-solving areas because those are the ones that people have a lot of issues with. It doesn't cost anything, it just takes some time. Alright, so most of the time you'll see Math with RHB at the beginning of my videos, and what you will need are these. Right? You'll need a notebook or paper. You'll need a ruler or straight edge. Don't have a ruler, that's no big deal. That's like using the edge of a book. It's no problem. Pencil and eraser would be useful. You will need a calculator eventually, and you need time to actually go through the lessons. Right? Some lessons are short, some are long. That's it. Hope you join me for Math with RHB. About how to set up a notebook. Don't discount this as an easy thing to do. Right? If you haven't been taught how to do this, right, these things are one of the main things that will help you succeed in math. Right? Having things helter-skelter does not work. Right? So we're looking at taking a title and underlying each lesson. Right? That's important. Right? You got to be able to find what you have. All right? Date each lesson. Okay, sometimes things are done by date. So go back, make sure everything's dated. Month, day, year. All right. Use the same numbering system as your textbook, your workbook, your worksheet, your notebook, whatever, your test, your assignment. Okay, you can do things out of order, all right, but make sure you number them. That way you can refine them, and so can someone who may be marking them. All right. Numbers fill a complete line. Don't jam numbers in these little tiny things. Okay? Worst thing you can do because you can't read it when you go back. That's the important thing. It's not just doing it for someone else, it's doing it for you. You're the one who's got to do this. All right? Fractions, you're going to use two lines. Fractions have a numerator or denominator, with the middle line being your division line. Always use two lines. Don't jam one fraction into a little tiny line. You're not going to be able to figure it out. 3 or less questions across a page. Why do this? If you notice, most textbooks, they don't jam 20 questions across a page unless they're very puny questions. All right, the print is usually a fair size, so most people can read it. All right, 3 things across only. If you can do a large question, there might be 2. A really large question, there may only be 1. Don't jam up your work. All right, place a box around lessons. All right, why would you do that? All right, placing a box around the lesson, once you've done that and the examples, right, that makes it easier for you to find. The top thing you're going to find is when I do my channel, I will be using an overhead. So sometimes I am not going to be very visible. Lighting's important in videos. All right, unfortunately, using an overhead, it dims the light where I'm standing, but it makes it so that you can see the math on a whiteboard behind me. And all this is a whiteboard, and that I do not use a chalkboard or a white board where you write on them. I do use that to entitle my lessons, and you'll see them that look like this. Okay, in this case, it's just an introduction to Math with RHB and what you'll need. All right, so you'll see me use this. I'll try and stand away from the thing so it's easier for you to read. All right, every lesson I'm doing is numbered and titled, so that way you can skip through things that you may be good at. That's it. Hope you join me for Math with RHB.